Hi everybody, welcome to today's workout. So proud of you. You made it back here for yet another workout. We're gonna have fun with this one. Just like with all our other workouts, we're gonna be doing 5 moves, 1 minute for each move. Then we're gonna have about a 5-second rest just to kind of prep to get into the next position. At the end of the 5th workout, we'll have 30 seconds to recover, and then we're gonna start again. We'll go for a total of 5 rounds. So the first movement is going to be a back lunge. You have some options, as always. You can hold onto a couch and you can back lunge like this. It could be like a little kind of plie sort of situation. If you don't need that stability, you feel like your balance is pretty good, you can do it on your own, hands to hips, or hands can be behind the head, or arms can be out in front of you. However you want to hold your arms so that you feel balanced is totally fine. You could also go a little bit deeper with it and go into a deep lunge. What's important here is that you press through the heel of the front foot to get forward. Okay, so even if you're back here like this, press into the heel of that front foot to stand up. You can also squeeze your glutes at the top because this is really a glute exercise. Glutes are super important. They're the biggest muscle in the human body, and they help you with things like standing up from the toilet or walking upstairs. They're the prime movers, and so we want to really make sure that we're firing them on, and by pressing into the front heel to step yourself forward, you'll really activate those glutes. The next movement is a butt kicker. So we're gonna go side to side with a little kick of your butt, kick of the heel towards your butt. Now you have some options here as well. You can again hold on to the back of the couch if you need some balance. You can do it on your own, hands to your hips, or hands behind your head, or arms out to the side, arms in front, whatever you like. You can find your balance and then kick, find your balance and then kick. So you're gonna go a little slower, or you can go side to side a little faster, or you could run it if that's available to you. Totally up to you. Remember, we're doing it for 1 minute. Then we're going to have a lateral step with some upper body movement. So you'll return to stepping side to side. Arms are gonna come out to the side like this. And then you're going to use these muscles between the shoulder blades to open up. Sorry, I don't know why I kicked there. We're gonna go side to side with the step and open up. So squeeze the shoulder blades as you move, and watch your elbows. They don't need to come super far forward. Instead, we're thinking about finding a little bit of resistance across the back of the arm and using that resistance to squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another as we step. So that's the next movement. After that, we have a lateral kick. So now we're gonna step to the side, press into this leg, and kick your leg. Now I don't care how high you kick this leg. It could be just if you're holding onto a couch, you're gonna step to the side and then kick, and then step to the other side, find your balance first, and kick. Doesn't have to be super high. If you're not using the back of a couch, you can just have hands to hips, step to the side, kick. Again, doesn't have to be super high. Or you can go higher. Doesn't really matter. As long as you're moving, that's all I care about. Next movement, a squat, a step, step, and then a squat. That looks like this. Squat, step, step, squat. Now, as always, options. Back of the couch, we do a squat, step, step, squat. Or squat on your own, maybe a little deeper. Step, step, maybe that's what your step, step looks like. Squat, step, step, squat, step, step, squat. Maybe it's faster, maybe you're going slower. Now with your squat, again, I want you to think about hips go back, knees and ankles, everything kind of bends at the same time. Press through your heels to get up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. This is mainly for glutes and hamstrings. If you're feeling this in your quads, you have a lot of weight positioned across the ball of the foot. So shift your weight to be in the back of your foot. And that'll help to fire on the posterior chain, the muscles through the back of the leg. Another tip for your squats, you can have your feet forward, or you can turn them out a little bit and have your feet positioned wider than your hips. Okay, that might feel better in your joints. So that would look like this, or it might look like this. From the side, Might look like this. It might look like this. We're all gonna look different because we're all starting with different types of bodies, fitness levels, all of that. So it's a squat, step, step, squat, okay? Those are our 5 movements, and we're gonna do those for 1 minute each, 5-second rest in between to prep for the next movement, and then 30 seconds at the end. I'm gonna take my socks off because already I'm sweating, and then let's get started. All right, everybody, so as always, we're gonna use our timer. This is a 29-minute workout.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go with our first movement. It's the back lunge. So remember, you have options. You can have your arms out in front. You can have your hands on the back of a couch. You could go very deep into your lunge, or you can take a little plie, just like that. What's most important here is that you press through the heel of the front foot, okay? And then we get into it. Set your mind right and begin to ask yourself, how am I feeling today? Am I moving from a place of joy? Am I moving from a place of gratitude for what my body can do? Am I moving from a place of thankfulness for these legs that carry me literally throughout every moment of every day? One more thing I want to tell you, I'm going to turn to face you. When you do this, be mindful of your hips. You don't want to let this back leg droop, the hip droop. Try to keep those hips even like this rather than going down like that. All right, here we go. We're done. We're moving into the butt kicker. Here we go. Side step and then you kick. As you kick, try to think about having a little bit of resistance against the back of the leg. So you're using your hamstring, the hamstrings of each leg, and then brace through your core. Your core is really strong and tight, and we're just gonna go side to side. Now, if you have more energy to give today, you can move your arms a bit if you want. They can just go up and down. They could go side to side. You could add a punch. Whatever you've got to give today, you're just gonna give your best. And we always talk about this, right? Like our best changes depending on so many things each day. Did you hydrate enough yesterday? Did you sleep really well last night? If that's the case, you're gonna really give it everything you've got, and that everything's gonna be maybe 100%. But if you've had kind of a tough night of sleep, give yourself a little break. Give what you've got today, and let that be enough. All right, we have 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna move to our lateral step with the arms. Beginning to work the back. So here we go. We'll rest, come to the side of your mat. Arms up, and we do our lateral step. Now, as we do this lateral step, this is a little pulse through the elbows because you're working your back strength. So think about connecting your mind to your upper back and press against that resistance you're creating against the back of the arm. We're going side to side. Your core is tight. Look down at your feet. Are your toes pointed totally forward, or are they trying to go out to the side? Point them totally forward and feel the power of your legs. Feel the strength of your own body as you move here. Remember, on a scale of 1 to 10, we're looking for you to be giving a 7 to 8 effort. I want you to still be able to talk, tell me, whew, I'm working hard. Whatever you can say it. But be mindful that you're not working so hard that you're gonna lose your form, right? And if you're not at that 7 or 8 position, step it up, maybe go a little faster, press a little firmer. We're gonna rest and go into the lateral kick. So we take 1 step to the side and kick, and kick, and kick. So what we're doing here is we're using glute medius strength. It's this part of your glutes, and that's gonna help you to power through that kick and to also lift that leg up and out to the side. I don't care if your kick's down here. I don't care if your kick is way up here. I don't care if you're doing like a crazy jump kick. Whatever you're doing, I just want you to be moving and moving with a smile on your face. I hope you have some good music playing in the background and you are feeling happy and joyful as we move through this workout today. All right, we have 22 seconds left. We're gonna keep moving. Whoo, I'm really feeling that. Just keep moving. And remember, if you need to dial it down a bit to kind of rest in the middle, that's okay too. You're gonna give it your best shot with today's effort. Here we go. Great job. Come to the side. We'll squat, step, step, squat. Squat, step, step, squat. Good job, just like that. Squat, step, step, squat. Now remember what I said, you're gonna press through the heels to stand up, squeeze your glutes to the top, step, step, squat again. Whew. You feel yourself beginning to work really hard, you feel your body beginning to warm up. And we're gonna move just like this. Now as you go down, be careful about your chest. Sometimes the chest wants to come way far forward. Try to keep a neutral spine. So from the side it might look like this, step, step, here we go. Try to avoid this, okay? Step, step, squat. And that's it. We have 13 seconds left and then we're done with our first round. 4 more runs after this and then we can move on. So here we go, let's keep it up. Full rest coming up now. You have 30 seconds. Grab a sip of water or pace. Remember, arms come up overhead. That's gonna help you to get more air into your lungs so you can recover better, rather than collapsing like this, resting your hands on your legs. We have 15 seconds left. Take a full deep breath in with me. All right, our second round is coming up right here. We start with the back lunge.
Begin.
And we go. It can be a little plie. What's most important is that you're pressing through the heel and your front toes are pointed totally forward. So really focus on having most of your weight through your heel and maybe also into the outside edge of your foot. That's also going to work your outer legs. The sun is trying to come out. That's great news. All right, here we go. And keep it up. 30 seconds left. Connect to your why. Why are you doing this? How are you going to feel when you're done? How do you feel as you power through it? You should be really proud of yourself for the work you're doing, the effort you're putting into having a great day today. This is one thing you can do today
10 seconds.
that your future self will thank you for. We have 5 seconds left.
Resting.
Little rest here as we get ready for the butt kicker. It's a side-to-side step with a kick, 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 kick. Remember, you can kick it like this if you want, or we just go side to side. Whatever you have the energy for today is what you should do. And no guilt or shame about what you're doing versus what I'm doing, what the next person's doing. We're all just doing the best we can. We're in this together. We have this kind of collective goal where even though we're not together in person, we're together collectively in our minds trying to work towards a goal of self-betterment, self-improvement, not only with the weight, but also with just every facet of your life, how we approach each day, each morning, each opportunity that comes our way. This is how we get it done. So we're gonna kick, kick, kick. Find that resistance and work against that. We have 13 seconds left. Then we're going into the lateral step with the arms, the upper body movement, working the back.
Resting.
Come to the side of your mat, bring the arms up,
Begin.
and we're going to pump those arms. Watch the elbows, make sure they don't come too far forward. You're gonna push against that resistance. Cross the backs of the elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another and feel the muscle activation through your upper back. This is gonna help you with everything from posture to shoulder issues. These kind of muscle imbalances can be corrected with the strength through the upper back. So let's keep it up. Good job. Remember, you don't have to go super fast. You just give what you can. Try to relax the tops of the shoulders and squeeze the middle of the upper back as you press the shoulder blades towards one another.
10 seconds.
After this, we're going into our lateral kicks.
Resting.
Great job. Now our lateral kicks come up. I'm gonna step
Begin.
and kick. Step, kick. Just like that. We don't care how high the kick is, it can be low, but you're gonna power through and kick through your heel. Side to side, just like that. And you can modify by taking a step and then kicking, step, and then kicking. Step, then kick, step, then kick. Or you're going side to side, just like this. You make it work for you. And own that. Feel really empowered by the fact that you get to choose how you want to move your body today. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing or what anyone else is doing. As long as you're moving, that's what really matters. That's what counts. And also how you're moving. Are you moving with joy? Are you moving with gratitude? Are you moving from a place of feeling inspired and excited about the possibility of what you can do? And, you know, owning your strength. So here we go, side to side. Last second. Woo. Squat, step, step, squat is next.
Begin.
Squat, step, step, squat. Squat. Just like this. Press through your heels and squeeze your glutes at the top to get up. Feel those glutes working for you. This is excellent to build bone strength. Do you know that? That body weight, that strength training is a really great way to improve your bone density. And as we age, the bone density naturally kind of diminishes a bit. And that's why you hear about older people falling and breaking a hip. One of the best ways we can prevent that is doing some strength building. That's what we're doing right now. We're doing this to strengthen our bodies, better ourselves now, so that when we age, we're still feeling strong. Side to side, and we squat.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left. Watch your breathing.
Resting.
And rest.
Resting.
Now we have a 30-second rest. Feel free to pause this video if you need to rest a little bit longer, and no problems with that. If you want to pause that video, that's totally fine. We're going to get into the third cycle next, and then we have 2 more after that. So 3 total. Whew. And we're starting with our back lunge. So come to the top of your mat. We have 5 seconds left of rest, and then we'll begin.
Begin.
Here we go. So, as you start your back lunges, take a moment to bring your awareness to your heels. And you're gonna press into your heels when you stand up at the top. Okay, press into your front heel as you bring yourself forward, just like that. Look down at your feet, make sure your toes are pointed forward as you do this. And connect to your hips, making sure one hip doesn't droop lower than the other. We want both hips even as we move. Intentional, mindful workout. You don't want to just kind of throw yourself into it without any intention behind it. That's how we risk injury. We definitely want to avoid that. So it's better to go slower, but with better form.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Resting.
Great job. We're going to go to the butt kickers next.
Begin.
Side step and a kick. Side step, kick, kick. Spread your toes as you kick up and use your hamstring strength to draw that heel closer to your glutes. Little tiny bend of both knees as you do this, and feel your core strong. You can tap, 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 and notice your core is protecting your low back. Hands can be to your hips, or if you have a little more energy to give today, you could add a punch, whatever you'd like. Make it work for you. After this, we have the lateral step with the upper body movement. So this whole workout is basically working your posterior chain, all the muscles through the back of your body. And that's really helpful, especially for people who sit all day at a desk. It's probably all of us. So we want to have those strong muscles because they help to support our spine and our overall posture. Okay, lateral step with the back fly.
Resting.
Here we go. Arms up.
Begin.
Press against that resistance that you have created. Really squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another, and a side to side step. Now, if you have more to give today, you're gonna go a little lower, like this, okay? Otherwise, you're up here. And either way, it doesn't matter. Because what's most important is that we're moving, we're feeling thankful for our lives, for this moment, for this workout, for this sense of community and sense of purpose. Working out with real intention, squeezing the shoulder blades towards one another. Remember, relax the upper traps, the top of your shoulder here. Relax that part, but use those other muscles, those muscles between the shoulder blades right here, to squeeze together, squeeze together, squeeze together. Just like that.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left. Then from here, we're going into the lateral kick.
Resting.
5-second rest, lateral kick is next.
Begin.
Here we go. Step, kick, kick. Side to side step, just like that. As you do this, try to avoid turning your toes up like that and pointing your kneecap up. Instead, stay with the knees pointed forward. So it's a true lateral kick. So you're really feeling it through your glute medius and the lateral sides of the legs. Keep your core really strong. Maybe your arms are up. You're ready for battle. Maybe your hands are on your hips. From here, we're gonna go into the squat, step, step, squat, which is our last move, and then we're done with round 3. So look at that. We have 14 seconds left.
10 seconds.
When it starts to get challenging, dig deep and connect with one of your affirmations.
Resting.
Here we go, squat, step, step, squat.
Begin.
Squat, step, step, squat. Step, step, squat, just like that. So what affirmation can you use today when there's a little voice inside your head that says, you know what, you should turn this off, you should stop. But you know in your heart of hearts, you have a little more to give today, and you're not really quite ready to turn it off. It's just that like your mind wants to, but your body's like, no, I think I could do this. What affirmation are you gonna use to power through? What affirmation can you use throughout your day to have a more positive and vibrant day? Squat, side, side, squat, side, side, squat.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left and then we're done with this round. So we have only 2 more rounds after this. Yes.
Resting.
We're gonna rest.
Resting.
We have a 30-second rest. Now as you rest, you can step side to side. You can reach your arms overhead. I'm gonna walk towards the camera and just make sure that my lighting still looks good. All right, we're good to go. Let's just keep it up. We have 10 seconds left, 2 more rounds, and then you're done for the workout of the day. And I'm super proud of you for showing up, for giving it your all. Here we go with the back lunge. Let's do it.
Begin.
All right, so we step back, and we press through the front heel. Make sure that your knee doesn't go way out or way in. We want it kind of tracking over the 3rd toe or so. You're pressing through your heel, using the strength of your glutes, the strength of your hamstrings to get on up. You can do it. Dig deep. Remember your why. Why do you want to do this? What's important to you? There's a great quote that says, discipline is remembering what you want. So what do you want? You've shown up here, you're ready to move, you've made it this far. We're almost done with this first exercise in this cycle. So let's stick with it. Here we go. Together we can do this. We're gonna rest for 5 seconds, then you have the butt kickers.
Begin.
Step and kick. Kick against that resistance that you've created. So as you lift up, find some resistance that you're moving against to draw your heel in towards your glutes. Remember, if you have more to give, maybe add a punch. If you have less to give, hands to hips. Go side to side just like this. And then we have the lateral step with the upper back movement. Remember, you're trying to work at 7 to 8 out of 10 in your effort scale. So maybe that means you need to go a little faster. Only you know.
10 seconds.
What do you need to do in order to make it to the 7 and 8 range? If you're going to 9 and 10, you're gonna slow it down.
Resting.
We'll do the lateral step with the back fly.
Begin.
And we open up and you pulse against that resistance. Going back to the effort scale, if you've gone into 9 or 10 territory, you can slow it down like I told you, or walk on over, press pause and catch your breath, then come back to it and try to find a more sustainable pace. If it's way, way too much for you, you know you had a long day or maybe didn't sleep well the night before and you just need to shelf this workout right now, that's okay too. Just make sure that you're being true and honest with yourself and honor what you need. That's the best thing that you can do. Honor what you need, but you know your body best. And if you feel like, you know what, I've got this, then just keep powering through. We want to find what's called the edge. We talk about that in yoga a lot. It's where you, hang on, we're going to the 10-second mark.
10 seconds.
It's where you approach the place that you know is kind of the danger zone, but you don't go into the danger zone, okay?
Resting.
Rest. Then we have our lateral kick.
Begin.
So, as I was saying, we want to approach the danger zone. We don't want to get in the danger zone. So we stay at the 7 or 8 range rather than the 9, 10 range. That's the place where you're going to lose your form, where you go too fast, where there isn't much intention behind it, and then bad things happen. So instead, we want to stay in 7 and 8, where we're working pretty hard, but we know we are in control, right? So arms up or hands to hips, or you add a punch if you want, and we're doing our lateral kick. Try to keep the toes pointed forward, even as you kick, and you feel that abduction taking place. Abduction means your limbs move away from your body. Woo!
10 seconds.
Maybe go a little faster. Yes, that's it. We've got less than 10 seconds.
Resting.
Rest, 5 seconds.
Begin.
Squat, step, step, squat. Nice, good squat. Press into the heels, squeeze your glutes at the top, and feel your core supporting you as you stand up. Try not to put your hands on your legs to get up. Instead, arms out in front of you if you need that help with the balance. Just like that. That's it. Press through your heels. Core is really strong. Squat, step, step, squat. You can do it. Then we're done with the third cycle. We've got 2 more to go. Just like that. Now as you squat, you're pressing into your heels to stand up. But as you lower down, you can press into the footprint of each foot. Yes. 3 seconds left.
Resting.
And we're gonna rest.
Resting.
And we rest. Here we go. Grab a sip of water. Try to stay as open as you can through your chest so your lungs can get the air that they need. We're gonna start with that back lunge. So come on to the top of your mat. Let's get ready. We got 5 seconds left of rest. We're gonna go right into it.
Begin.
And we begin. Try to keep your mind calm. Sometimes the mind tends to freak out and it says all these things. It's like the opposite of a cheerleader. It starts telling you things that just kind of bring you down. It's like negative self-talk. It's like you have this committee of negativity sitting inside your head. If you find that that's happening to you, I want you to fire that committee and kick it out of your head. They serve them an eviction notice. They are done. And instead, tell yourself what you need to hear. So pretend you are the coach. and you're standing right here in this corner, what would you say to the student in front of you? And let the student be yourself.
10 seconds.
Here's what I would say. Come on, you got this. Let's give it a little bit more. Stick with it. Right, that pace right there. And rest. We're gonna rest and go right to the butt kicker.
Begin.
Because this is where it gets tough. This is where it gets a little bit more challenging, because now we've been working for a good amount of time. Your heart rate is up, you're starting to sweat, or you're really sweating. You're just like, ugh. That committee is starting to talk to you. You be your own coach. What do you need to hear? Yes, you can do this. Keep it up. I believe in you, that sort of thing. And then what you'll find as you begin to talk to yourself in that way, you'll find that that same coach shows up in other parts of your life. So if you're having a stressful day, or you're having a situation at work that normally might send you into a negative spiral, you'll be able to coach yourself and say, that negative committee is no longer allowed. And then you'll show up for yourself and talk to yourself in a more encouraging way.
10 seconds.
That's how we have a better outlook on life. And when you're working from that place of feeling supported, even if it's your own support, you get more stuff done in a better way.
Resting.
Now we're gonna rest. We're going into the lateral step with the black fly. Arms up, and we go. Pulse through the upper back. Remember, your elbows don't have to come super far forward. This is a back exercise. So squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another and lower this part of your shoulders down. Let that muscle relax as you strengthen the mid traps. When you have nice strong mid traps, you'll be able to sit up taller, stand up taller. You'll feel much more supported. And if you have any upper back issues or neck issues, building the mid trap muscles can be really, really helpful to alleviating some of that pain. So here we go, side to side. We're gonna keep pumping, keep working against that resistance that you find. And hey, if you need a break, if it's becoming a lot for your arms to hold them up, bring them down. As long as you can keep moving through your legs, that's great. Or if you need to sit down and just go like this, that's totally fine too.
Resting.
Now we're gonna rest. Now we have the lateral kick.
Begin.
So let's do this. Kick to the side, kick to the side. Remember, it doesn't matter how high you kick. What's more important is that we get some movement off to the side with the leg and that your toes stay pointed forward so that you can really truly feel that abduction, abduction. If you have more to give today, you're gonna punch it up, punch it up, punch it up, punch it up. If you have less to give today, maybe your arms are sore, you're gonna have hands to hips and do the best you can. This brings me to another point. If for some reason you get to a point where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do this, even with my hands to the hips, it's a lot, and you wanna sit down and just maybe do any kind of movement, whether it's with the arms or it's the leg out to the side, that's okay too. Just keep moving in some capacity in a way that doesn't hurt you, and you'll be fine. So we're gonna keep moving, and then we rest.
Resting.
Okay, now we're going into our squat, step, step, squat.
Begin.
Squat, step, step, squat, step, step, squat. Now, how do we modify this? Maybe it's getting to be too much, but you have a chair with you. I want you to sit in that chair, get up, step, step. Sit in your chair, get up, step, step. Lots of different ways to modify this if you need to. And you feel no other way except empowered when you do it, because it's important, it's empowering to continue to move in some capacity, even if it's not the prescribed exercise. All right, step, step, squat. Step, step, squat. Whew. Aiming to be at 7 or 8 out of the 1 to 10 effort scale. 10 seconds left. And then we're done with this round. How easy was that? I'm so proud of you for working hard, working through this round. We have one more round left.
And time. Resting. Great effort.
Great effort. That was it. What the heck? I guess it went by faster than I thought, because that's it. That was all the rounds. Let's see how many we actually did. Yeah, we did 5. I must have miscounted at some point. Anyway, super proud of you. We did it. We got a 29-minute workout in. This is something that you should be super proud of yourself for, because every opportunity that we get to have to work out and we power through is another check in the box, another step on the path you're creating for yourself to feel better, look better, move better, and that's what it's all about. So thank you for working out with me. Thank you for sticking through it. Thank you for powering through. Thank you for not making fun of me when I clearly messed up somewhere with the rounds. But we did it, 29-minute workout. It's all done. I'll see you next time.